Hello. I'm hoping we're live. I think that might be working. Hopefully you can hear me since I'm chatting away. Someone leave a comment and I'll check on the comments periodically and see if everything's good. But anyway, a bit early, just getting started here, so bear with me. What time is it? I think we're a little bit on the early side. Just wait for a few more of you to join in. As I said, somebody drop me a comment if you can hear what I'm saying with any clarity. I think we're okay, but I'm not sure. Righto, it's Michael here from Loveline. Thanks guys for joining me for our very first live stream here on the channel. We've got a 45. We're going to be tearing down this morning, as you know, and I think we'll kick off in a second. We've got a few people on board and we're sort of just running right on time, sort of, ignoring the Western people. Sorry about that, guys. I got my time zones wrong because I suck at maths. Anyway, quick note on our sponsor. So this is part of the community Groomer build project, and I just wanted to say thank you for everyone who's jumped on board to support the project so far. In particular, George from SB Fabrication Parts, Jason from Old Time Parts, Cam from CTE Parts, Shane from Motec Motec Machining and Cylinder Mowers, Brisbane Cylinder Mower Specialist, Small Engine Warehouse Australia, Real Mower Solutions WA, Design at Dusk, and of course everyone at Scott Bonnar Restorations who's getting involved. So thanks guys for all of your awesome support. Makes it a lot easier to do this sort of thing. I'm not going to talk through most of this today. I'm just going to do, so don't worry too much about the audio, but feel free to pop any questions in the live stream comments if you can find them, and I'll pop over to the laptop every once in a while and try and answer those now and then. And just a word of warning, the kids might be around a little bit today, so you might want to mute your speakers anyway. Alrighty, it's 8 o'clock. We're going to start. So I'll start the clock in a moment. Just wanted to cover off some of the tools that I've got here before we, excluding myself of course, before we dive in. Where is it? Lost it. Ah. Gear puller. Get yourself one of these. It's not a big one, but it does the job. It's not even mine. I just bought it from next door, but it does the trick, and it's quite handy for some of those stubborn sprockets in particular. This and this are my number one go-to tools. 1/2-inch spanner, 1/2-inch socket, and socket set. You've seen this on some of the other videos perhaps, just a flathead, it's an electrical driver I guess, but it's nice and long and it's got a big wide tip on the end of it, because we all love a good wide tip. But anyway, it's good for some of those square flat bolts. Rest of the sockets, a few other screwdrivers, spanners, etc. And some ring spanners are handy as well. These are metric, so they're kind of just about right. Degreaser's a handy one. Scotty always helps. And hammers, etc. The clock is at 0. We're going to give it a start and go. Wish me luck. Hope my timer will start. Yeah, wrong function. Alright, we're off. So, very first thing I'm going to do is pull off that spark plug connector because I don't want to get tangled up in this thing. And I think we're going to start kind of from the top, work downwards. I might just get the deflector out of the way first. Let me turn this around so you guys can see it. Got a little wedge as well, kind of handy just to help stop things rolling around. Alright, so we've got our two little thumb screws holding this thing in place. They're on pretty tight, so I'm just going to loosen them off a little bit. Probably won't be reusing them, but just want to protect them anyway. Someone might have a use for them at some point. I'm just getting the deflector out of the way first because I don't want to run into it. And it's kind of delicate. I've got a new one anyway, but the other thing I've done, that you probably can't see now that I've turned the machine around, is I've just given most of these bolts a little squirt with some WD-40 just to let them soak overnight. Before we undo everything. And there you. This thing's filthy. Alright, so that's our little clamp. Second clamp. And the deflector, apart from the two clamps, it's held on with some little clips sitting on the Soleplate back there, so we just need to ease that guy out of there without scratching. Anyway. One side off. There we go. That's our deflector. It's dirty, but it's not too bad, this one, by the looks of it. It's a little bit misshapen. I don't know if you can see that, but the clips are in good shape. Little tabs are not too bad, so pop that aside. Crash. And I did say I was going to move on to the top end, but I don't want to forget to crack our nuts on the chains here, so let's just do that first, I reckon. This with these, I don't know if you can see that, these little hex head bolts, so they're not original. And they're bloody ugly if you ask me. What do I know? And chain case cover. This chain cover's got this horrific little patch on it for, I don't know, I guess there's a reason. There's a bit of wear. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a bit of wear on the inside of the chain cover here. So someone's been proactive by the looks of it with that. And we've got our chains. Alright, I should start working a bit faster because we're having a race with ourselves here, aren't we? I need a big socket. So I've got this big 3/16 inch socket. This is my dad's old socket set that I use for this stuff, and it's just fits on these 3/4 inch nuts quite well. So let's see. I need that. So a little block of wood in the reel will just stop everything from moving while we get these nuts undone. It's pretty loose, actually. Don't need to take them all the way off just yet. Just want to break the tension on them. Not on too tightly. The main reason we want to do this first is because once we've basically once you've taken off the chain or got the reel out of the way, you just have nothing. You basically have no leverage to work against unless you put the chains back on or use some sort of chain clamp type thing. So do it while the going is good. Make your life easy. That one's gooey. Good, and we can't. We're not going to get to that one. Let's see if we can get in there with the socket. That one's tight. This one at the back, it's sort of obviously covered by the sprocket a little bit anyway. I can get to this one if I wanted to, but as you can see, the whole thing's just trying to shift forward, so we'll worry about that later. The rear roller has a little hole on the side of it, and you can jam a big long screwdriver in there, jam it up against the side of the frame, and it just prevents the rear roller from moving forward, because what's happening is that when you turn that nut on that sprocket, that's attached to the shaft of the rear roller, and it's just trying to drive everything forwards on you. It's a pain in the neck, so easiest if you just stop it before it gets too far ahead. Alright, let's carry on with the handlebars. clip. I don't know where to get replacements for these, but it's nice when the machine comes with them. We don't have to worry about this clutch. It's pretty rusty. It's going to be interesting, that one. Come back to that maybe. You. This catcher out of the way. This is the our new period correct catcher from Old Time Parts, which is going on this machine. God knows I don't want to drop anything on it, because that would suck. Put a dent in it before we'll see it on the machine. Alright, so 2 bolts, top and bottom for handlebar cover plate. Hang on to that because we need it. That tilts down. Just putting all of these nuts and bolts back together where they, not all of them, but some of them where they came from. My intention's to replace all these bolts with a new stainless steel bolt kit from Petri, but just in case there's anything missing there, I just wanted to, I just like to hang on to everything until I'm completely done. This guy off. There's some funny little bolts on here. I can't remember what size. Funny size. Bars are pretty rusty. Not sure what to do with them. Looks like the rust is just sort of fairly superficial, so I'm hoping it'll just rub off. Use this Sprocket. So handlebars in half. And let's see. Just working through my little checklist here. So we've done the spark plug, the grass deflector, the chain cover, the nuts. throttle body, and I'm probably jumping ahead a little bit. Let's see. 16 minutes in, if anyone's keeping tabs. Kind of like to get those handlebars out of the way. Maybe we'll just leave them for now and carry on with some of the juicy bits. Let's see. Chains, maybe. Trying to find our split link. Yeah, those old-time parts catchers are they're the bee's knees. They're pretty nice. Jason, you know, having spoken to him quite a bit, I know he takes a lot of pride in the product that he puts out. He's been kind enough to send me the catcher and the grass deflector for this project, so yeah, definitely have a look at his stuff. Retainer clip. Side piece. The split link, joining link, whatever you want to call it. Chain. Just pop all that back together. The funny thing is I can't actually see a normal joining link on this chain. It's possible this is a bicycle chain or something, so it looks like there's a couple of, I don't know where it's gone, there's a couple of little posts, whatever you call them, on this chain. This down here, looks like it's on backwards. You can see it now, so the little clip is on the back side of that, so we'll just leave that for now, try and drop this clutch down, and then it should slacken up so we can pull it off. Let's see what I'm going to do next. It's a little top sprocket. Doesn't look too bad, that one, actually. Hang on to that. If you want to see me do anything in particular, just comment and I'll move on to that section. I'm just kind of jumping around a bit. these bearing housing covers next. That's where the big flat screwdriver comes in handy. Very fortunate today because I reckon this machine has been rebuilt at some point in the past. It seems like, I don't know, everything just seems a little bit loose. Always one, isn't there? 3 out of 4. I'm just undoing the little screws, little bolts that hold the tops of the bearing housings in place. 3 out of 4. Oops. 3 out of 4 came out. The other one sort of, the top of it sheared a little bit. Got the little flathead to them, which are always ugly. Especially getting down past this adjuster screw, it's just, it's always an awkward one. Top of our bearing housing. That one's got the, you can see that, the little recess on the inside, so you know that one's for the right hand side. This one's pretty mutted actually. We'll come back to that side. Sometime in the future. Alright, next. Nice to get that out of there. While we're here. Move on to a little front roller here. It's got an odd little bolt, sort of nut on the inside here. I think it's I use the 14mm spanner on it. It's just a funny sort of dome shape kind of thing. Just working on the height adjuster here now, I think. A little circlip out of there. Oh, the help has arrived. Hello, Buster. How you going? No? under the spring of the height adjuster. You can see the spring in the washer now, so that's free to move. And that height adjuster knob will just unbolt, unscrew, unwind, hopefully. Famous last words, right? Yeah, I should probably take the engine off just to get some of the weight off this thing. Let's do that. Let's do that next. Hello, do you sit there?
That's what I was coming to do, sit here.
How are you doing?
Me?
Yeah. You got jeans on.
Also, is that the train that almost fell off that you were talking about?
We were talking about a chain that almost fell off.
Yeah, remember that time you made that chain and that chain, with that train, with the electronic thing, and
Yeah.
it fell off?
Yeah, that was your thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the chains.
Ah. So did it fall off?
Yeah. What are you guys up to?
I don't know.
You know,
I can move these chairs.
you can if you want to.
Because then I'll be able to see what bit you're working.
Alright. That's fine.
They can move that,
Excuse me, madam. Say please.
please. Oh, why do you have that clock?
Just timing our little teardown here.
For how much minutes?
Well, as long as it takes. So far it's at 28 minutes and a half.
Oh, so a half of 28 minutes. Oh, Daddy, have a look in there.
What is it?
Egg sack.
Oh! I don't know what we're going to find in there, huh? It's like some spider eggs.
They look like egg sacks.
They do look, I think they are egg sacs. I think you're right.
Yeah. Remember in the electric box, that's the red back?
Stay over there, please.
Why, my ball?
You can get your ball. That's
That's what I was doing for. Can we get that off there? Thank you.
Welcome. The second helper's arrived. Hello. Alright.
What do I have to do today?
You can just watch today.
Okay.
Because everything's a bit greasy and nasty. So look, we've got some engine bolts
And
out.
some egg sacs in there.
Little split washer and a
See,
washer.
egg sacs?
Some egg sacs, yeah.
Take a seat.
Take a seat if
Okay.
you like. I'll do the ones at the back. They're a different size for some reason. What size did I use for them? The 13 mil? I think they're metric, which is slightly concerning. But someone's fooled with
Sorry, can we swap?
the thread on the deck. Maybe
Sorry.
14.
This chair will be there. This chair will be here. So we're swapping. Okay. Swapping chairs because I don't like wobblies. I like wobblies, it's fun. But I get a spinning chair. Sorry, that's my ball, you know, because I found it. When you found it, it doesn't mean it's your ball.
Maybe. Can you stop doing that, please?
No.
Alright, here's our next engine bolt. Don't know what that is, but where is it? Yeah, it looks like a different thread. Thanks, somebody. Hey Ben,
Yeah.
can you stop playing that please? That's just driving me nuts. It was really nice and peaceful out here until you started doing that.
Okay.
Thanks. So we're going to take this engine off of here, hopefully.
How?
Well, I'm going to unbolt it.
Oh.
And then what do you reckon we should do next? Yeah, what?
What can we do in your lawnmower video?
Well, do you want to introduce yourselves?
For what?
Camera's up there.
Oh.
Charlotte Haynes, 8 years old.
Ben Haynes, 5 years old.
Lovely, Jill. Engine bolt. All right.
You want that to coloring?
No, you can't do colouring today, sorry, but.
Aww.
Now, the question is, I thought I'd loosened off the cotter screw. So the cotter pin on that clutch, but maybe you haven't.
Ah, there's a hole in there. No, besides found in the shed.
Hey. I don't want you in here, okay? It's too dangerous to
Can't go in there.
stay outside. You can't come past the grader, right?
Okay.
Thanks.
I'll check your video.
Thanks, bud. Appreciate it. Let's split this clutch in half. Stay out.
Is that Mummy's computer?
That's exactly why I said to stay out of there. Yes. Don't tell her though. 'Cause she doesn't know.
Does she not want your lawnmower video?
I don't want a laptop in the shed now. Where's the 11 mil? That's the one I want.
Is that Ben's old clock?
Yep.
Are you timing yourself so you can see how long it takes you?
No.
I was talking to Daddy.
Yes. That is an awkward little spot today to get into.
What spot is it?
The inside of this clutch body. I'm just trying to split the clutch body in half so that we can take this engine off.
Body.
Right here, Benny.
Clutch body.
Clutch.
Dave, can anyone find your compact?
What
So
for?
then I can fit it.
Oh yeah, let's see how I'm going. Let's see if we can
Let's
fit.
just poke you out of
I'm watching it on her phone.
Oh, that's nice of her.
Keep what?
The jig is up in that case then. Now, what did I do with my big driver?
Her computer is on because it's on her phone, so she knows it's on her computer.
Uh-oh. Well, thanks for giving me away, children. Where's my doodar? There it is.
Computer.
Is this for an umbrella, this hole?
It's for a door handle.
Oh, is this a door? Oh, I get it now, that door you picked up from like, I'm sure you open, I think.
Maybe.
Is this a door?
Yeah, this is a door. What?
Oh. She's using a door as a bench.
Yeah, it makes a good little outside workbench here today.
I know. How did you get that out?
Get what out?
This bench out.
Just lifted it. You guys are so distracting.
Sorry.
That's alright. stuck in here. How did I get that in there? Silly old dad. There we go.
Then why did the sound come out there?
Because it's turned down so it doesn't echo.
Oh. You're welcome for letting me down.
There's a clutch bolt.
That's bolt. We get to be in a video.
Look at you.
Ah.
What's that pink thing with the black on it? That camera thingy? Is it
That's a camera.
That big fluffy thing.
No. There's two cameras. Turn around and you'll see something pink and black, and it's staring right at you. The eye in the sky. Turn around and pointing right at it.
Like that monkey thing.
Yeah.
So the monkey is on us.
Yeah.
Are you guys talking about Toy Story?
Mhm.
Yeah, see, there's a camera that the monkey owns right there. See?
Yeah. Does that make me the monkey? Don't touch it, alright?
No.
No? That's good. Just come sit down.
How's it even on there?
It's clinging on. That's how that thing sort of works.
But it's the but why isn't it? Why is it? But it should be attaching to the monkey computer because the monkey sees everything. It's the eye in the sky.
Yeah, true.
What can we do to help you?
Don't touch that, please. You can just watch today.
So
Sorry.
we can be your assistant.
Well, I'll let you know if there's any assistance that is required. You want to put that in here for me, please?
In where?
In here. Don't drop it in. Just put it in there.
That's
Yeah, I told you. Alright, we've got all three bolts of that clutch half out. Ben, can you come around back over here, please?
Okay.
Thank you.
I was trying to get my butt in it.
I don't want to know about your butt. Let's see if we can pull this thing across. There we go. Check it out.
Does it even mow?
What do you mean, does it even know?
Mow.
Mow.
Little or
Yeah, it might mow if you tried hard enough, but it doesn't really.
try hard?
This is an interesting little clutch body, this. I think it might be a cast iron clutch. I've not seen one of them before. Anyway, interesting. Let's get this out of the way. Stay put.
Charlie, how much did it hurt when
All
your
this.
blister burst from my glove?
It didn't hurt at all. I can even feel it. I don't know when it burst. Could be when I'm sleeping. But it hurts.
Can I see the hole?
I'll show you that clutch half in a minute when I
Does
get it
it
off. 'Cause
hurt?
it's an interesting one.
Charlotte, does it hurt 100%?
No. Probably more like 10%.
Oh, that would hurt. That
I can move it if you like.
Oh, that's right. Alright, we're 40 minutes in. Let's see, how are we going?
40 minutes.
Feel free to drop a comment in the live chat if you have any questions or comments, and I'll get to them when I can. Let's see, what do we want to do next? Let's keep working up the top end here and get this this housing off. What do you reckon? Half inch?
There's 4 cameras.
4?
Phone, that big stand on, that thing with the pink and the black, and Mummy's computer.
Yeah. My phone, the camera, my
Daddy's
computer.
phone.
Oh, where's those phone?
It's up there.
Yeah. There's phone is a camera. The camera is one with this big fluffy speaker. My computer is one. And the monkey has one which is eye in the sky.
What are we gonna do with you?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Look at all this muck and grease coming up. Make my tool all greasy.
Can I see it again? I didn't really see.
So I just wiped it off. But
Aww.
sorry. There you go.
Ooh.
Blech.
Do that again.
Well, I will.
Why don't you get like another cloth?
I don't know. No, it's just fine for the job.
Or that what if someone put a green stuff on the grass and then when you and then when you came up to it when you were mowing the lawn, you thought it was grass and then you mowed it.
Yeah, well, that would be a problem, I guess, wouldn't it?
It would be funny, wouldn't it, Charlotte?
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not all there is.
I hope that doesn't get on your dad's day cap.
Yeah, mine too, huh?
Daddy, did I get you that?
I got it.
Charlotte, didn't you?
Did I get you the blue one?
Maybe. You got me,
The blue winer thingy.
yeah, the key, the bottle opener, didn't you?
Yeah. And then got the other one to it.
Yeah, I got that car smelling favorite.
Ah, that's right. Yeah.
Smells so nice.
Yeah.
Well, I have a fluffy hoodie on that's fluffy in the inside, so it's nice and cozy for me.
It's lucky for you. Doesn't help Charlotte much, though, does it?
Look at that thing. I'm freezing.
All right.
So what got you freezing?
When can we do my video?
Ben, come out of there. Well, I'm waiting for you to tell me when you want to.
I went to the
There we go. Look at that. Ben, you're missing all the action, bud.
They.
Yeah.
I saw Charlotte putting her arms around it in the camera and me walking off to see the computer.
Really? Not clutch spring? Did you know?
What's clutch spring?
That big one right there.
Where?
Look in the case here. Right here.
Oh, clutch spring.
Yeah.
So does that spring clutch onto something?
It clutches onto the clutch.
Ah.
Inside the clutch, yeah.
So is that why it's called clutch spring?
Yeah. Alright, so that's our PTO shaft and our clutch cone and our clutch cork. So this is a solid chunk of metal. It's quite heavy, which is why I think it must be the cast iron clutch body, which is kind of cool. Not seen one of them before. So, whoops, that comes apart. Got the corks on the inside there. They're pretty black and dirty, just on the inner rim there. So you can't really see them. And I'm just going to keep some of this together. Benny. Stay out of there. Now, this has got a little woodruff key sitting in there as well, so I won't be able to get this bearing housing off of there until I take either the clutch cone off or that I'll get that woodruff key out of there. Let's see if we can.
Oh, nice wind chime there.
Thanks, buddy.
See, hanging?
Yeah.
Oh, the monkey eye in the sky.
So there's a woodruff key holding the clutch cone in place as well. That's the inside of the clutch cone. You can sort of see that key where it looks a little bit crapped out. So I'll have to have a look at that.
I'm going to get some more line.
Alright, you do that. Let's see. I can turn this around.
I first had it made.
Yeah. Can you see the clutch fork?
Where?
Right. And turn the camera around.
Can't see front and back now.
Yep.
Oh, cool. Daddy, what even is this for?
Don't worry about it.
Sucking up all the dust?
Yep.
Can I do some grooming for you?
No, not right now. Thanks. Afterwards.
Yeah.
Let's try and get this little split pin out of here and get this clutch lever off.
Daddy, do you need 4 cameras because there's 3 people here?
No, I need 4 cameras for making it fun.
Is there a computer one, and your phone one, and that standing up camera, and that monkey eye in the sky one?
Yeah, the monkey, the eye in the sky one is a camera, and the fuzzy one is a camera. The phone is a camera.
I thought the fuzzy one was the speaker though. And which one is the speaker?
There is no speaker today.
Why?
The fuzzy one is a microphone, buddy.
Oh, that's
what
what I
we're
was
talking about.
meaning.
Yeah. Alright, just let me concentrate for a minute, because I can't
When
really
will you put the chain back on?
Oh, in a little while.
Then why does our house always have to be floating on lava?
Why is our house on lava?
Yeah, why is it always floating on lava?
I don't know. Must be on a volcano, I guess.
It's not.
Is it?
The world is made of lava.
Really?
Nah, just joking. The world is not made of lava. Daddy.
Alright, here comes our clutch fork adjuster screw. Is that? Yes, sir. What?
Is this strap not glued together?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
It's not coming apart.
No. Lots of things aren't coming apart right now. I'm trying to get this little split pin out of here. I'm not having any luck.
I know.
What's the... It's just kind of jammed. I can't quite grab it. What if I try like this? There we go. Little split pin. And bam. Monkey washer. Clutch lever. So what I'm trying to do is just get this this clutch cable off so I can start taking the drive stuff apart over here. So let's get on to that, shall we?
Oh.
Where's my cloth gone?
Daddy.
Where's my cloth gone? Answer me that and then I'll talk to you.
I'll find it.
Thanks. No, you're back.
No, it's here.
You gonna colour here?
I'm doing my homework.
Do your homework.
I haven't had homework in a while since my project covering.
So this clutch cable has a little bolt
I can't find
that
it.
sort of locks the adjuster in place, and then
Daddy, I cannot find
that's
it.
alright, it'll turn up. And then this little end of the housing is threaded into this this doodah here, this little bracket, this clutch bracket, and it goes through a little spring inside there.
What's the bread?
You know what? I'm not going to have much luck getting that off though until I've got some tension off up at this end. So let's do that first.
What's the bread?
I almost forget about that. This is the bracket over here. I'll just wind that back
Can
in.
I see?
Yeah, come around over here and show. That's a bracket that's bent, isn't it? To fix that. That's a bracket, that's a bracket.
Daddy,
Yeah.
is that a clutch spring there?
Yeah, no, that's the height adjuster spring.
Oh.
Now, everyone's favourite job, the little circlips.
Ooh.
Yes.
Are those the handles?
Yes, they are the
Oh, so is that your old drummer you got and you want to make it into a real one?
Yeah.
Ah, are you going to repaint it
Yeah.
green?
Green. Yeah, this one's going to be green, probably with a red reel.
What's your red? What's your reel?
This is the reel in here.
What?
This. Just let me concentrate for a minute, alright?
Because it looks red.
Yeah. There we go. So these little blasted circlips hold the clutch lever in place and the clutch cable as well. So I'm just trying to get that off, and then we can try and get little pins out. It's pretty rusty up this end, so I'm not terribly hopeful, to be honest. They're moving though. Sorry about the bad angle here. Oops. I'm just using a flat-bladed screwdriver on these things, which is not really the best tool for the job, but does the trick. So there's the little pivot pin on this lever, and then there's another pin down here that holds the clutch cable on it. I'm just trying to get them all freed up.
I'm watching you at the back of the camera.
That's cool, buddy. It's pretty rusted on this one. Come out of there, please, Bench.
Oh, why? I want to
Bench.
do some colouring.
You're not allowed to do colouring, I told you that. If you want to get some colouring, you come out here. Benji, Bench!
I'm going to
You
do
can't be
that.
in there, it's not safe. Come out now.
Well, I'm going to get that and take them out there and take
No.
some colour.
Then you need to ask me first, alright? Come here.
Daddy, can you take those round out
I
there?
told you you're not allowed past the grate. You'll have to leave if you come past here again.
Okay. But what can I colour
Just ask me.
on?
Just use your words. You can colour on that piece of paper if you want, or you can ask me for some paper, alright? Those are your options. Alright, where was I? Good old Saturday morning. Mushroom the end of that thing, so just
What does
be gentle.
mushroom it mean?
Round it over. There you go. Rusty. It's funny, this top end of the machine is probably the rustiest part of the whole contraption. screw job. It shows it for the strings. Anyway. Ooh. Just a bit of stuff in there. I'd like to reuse this clutch lever, but it's a little bit manky there. I don't know if I will. Alright, got it finally. So you can see that clutch lever is moving freely now, and there's a little end to this cable housing on here that sort of sits in this little bracket on the handlebars, and it should just come out, but it's kind of stuck. Anyway, that's enough tension on that to really get this out now, I reckon. So that end of that housing just unscrews from that little bracket, and there's a little sort of T-shaped section that latches on to the little clutch, what's it called, the little thing that makes the clutch go. So that's there, the spring, etc. So when you buy a new clutch cable, this one's pretty iffy, the housing's all knackered and stuff. It comes with this end on it, and I'm pretty sure the spring's on there as well from memory. Alright, moving on. Spin this back around. So, let's see, I want to get some of this stuff off next. See if we can drop that clutch bracket down and get that chain off. What do I need? We've just gone past the hour mark. That's with children participating. Good old children's hat. Is that a half inch? Two bolts holding this adjuster bracket on. Top and bottom, we'll just loosen them off. And that whole thing should just drop down. Our chain off, so for some reason, where is it? Yeah, the little, if you can see that, there's the little clip and all that on that side. It was on the inside, so it's just hard to spot it. Hard to get it off. Do you know where my rag went?
Might have gone away.
It's just completely disappeared. Yeah. That's here. That's a different one, though, isn't it?
It looks like the same one.
Looks like the same one.
Different colour.
Yeah. Never mind.
Didn't you put it under this? No, that was the other one.
Yeah, who knows? Don't worry about it.
5 plus.
Alright.
10.
Should we pull, let's pull this double sprocket. If we can, hopefully it's not welded on. Seen a few posts on in the forum lately with people saying they've come across sprockets that have been welded on. And sorry, I'm just going to change the camera code quickly. Alright, 3-legged gear pull. You've seen me use this in the past, some of the teardown vids. See if I can remember how to do it on here. Looks good. Let's see. What do I need? I need a spanner or something. Blah blah blah. I'll start tightening that up. Bless ya. Moving slowly. It's quite a tight one. The last couple I did of these, this double sprocket just popped right off. So. I find when mounting these things, it's easiest to get one leg on top like that, and just kind of hangs off it. So even if the other legs fall off, it's not the end of the world. Snug fit on that shaft. Yeah. Double sprocket. Looks a bit iffy, this one, I don't know. And got a Woodruff key in that shaft. Quite get that out. I might take that bearing housing off the side.
What is bearing housing?
It's the little bolts that hold the bearing sits in.
There's so much. Can I count?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's 13.
13 on that side, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good to know. Thanks for that. So the inside So there's two bolts that pass through these bearing housings. The backside one's got a very, very narrow head to it. It's kind of tricky to get a good, unless you have the right tool, it's tricky to get a good grip on it. So, and it's an odd size and an awkward spot. Sorry. Let's clear some stuff off here.
5, 10, 15, 25.
I do have a 14mm spanner somewhere. Where is it? 13, 11, 12, 14. Let's go with 16. It's particularly hard to do with the reel in place of the shim. I can't get that screw head undone, that bolt undone. So in that case, the reel would just lift out. Because I've got this nice wide driver for this purpose, but these screw heads are just kind of soft and it's just an awkward position. And this one's obviously tight as well. It's always a guess as to which way these adjuster screws turn as well. So just gonna try and get this out of the way by removing it. What size do I need? Some of them are right threaded, the old-fashioned ones are left, I think. Just trying to get that bolt down the shaft so I can free it up. Do you need to get a tissue? Maybe. Maybe. please do. I'm sure no one wants to listen to people sniffing. Right, goes down. Got the dropsies. Papers are blown. Grab my greasy.
Do you know what I'm doing?
No, I don't. Something
So-
mathematical.
I'm writing my list words, and then the not vowels, I can't remember what they're called, are tens, and the vowels are fives, and then we have to write it all down in order, and then write what it equals all together. And the yellow group has the trickiest words, so that means they possibly sometimes have the longest words, so it's really hard, but look what I've done so far.
Cool. Interesting. So it's like math words, is it?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And that this was for spelling, but because we did this, we didn't have to do maths.
Right. I see. Alright, I'm just taking that bearing housing off that side, just in an effort to, I took the screw out mainly, and then also the bearing housing, because I want to gain better access to the bearing, the top of the bearing housing on this side. Get back on there, you. It just puts it in a, it moves it away from this little hangy thingy and gives us a little bit more, just better angle for loosening it off, hopefully. Just tighten that back into position to hold it for a sec. There we go. Success. So it's such a shit fight really in this section. We've got this to deal with. We've got this hanger pin for the catcher, and to be honest, I just completely forgot that this goes a lot easier if you bring the reel up all the way before you start screwing with these bolts. There we go. there's our housing. This is the housing that's just completely smooth on the inside.
Look how hard some of the words are. There's that one which I can't even read.
Chateau. That's because it's French.
And sometimes they put things like chalet and the other word for driver, chauffeur.
Chauffeur. Why are you learning French words?
I don't even know.
Oh well. Can't hurt you.
So that would be 10.
Alright, so we've got our double sprocket off the end here. We've got our bearing housing covers off. Reels out. Bearings on both ends. These look like newer style bearings. It's not terribly meaningful, but if you can see that, we've got the bearing and the conical washer on the inside there as well. That can go aside. And I've got a bit of sponge as well. Don't need this sponge, it was for oiling the open bearings in the past. Not really needed anymore though.
If I take the jump off, where can I put it?
Probably best to put it inside so it doesn't get greasy.
Okay.
Bearing housing, bottom half. I don't know, it's the little pivot bolts are a little bit mangled up, but the bearing housing itself doesn't look too bad. Let's do this one. So we've got the reel out of the way. Can I scoot you down this way a little bit if you watch it? Thanks. And let's see, where are we up to? We've got this adjuster screw over here that can come out anytime.
Two more to go. Go and ghost.
Go and ghost, those are easy ones, aren't they?
Yeah. My second list is the easiest. I'll show you.
Little tip, don't forget to let off the bolts that hold this, the bearing housing in place before you start fooling with the adjustment, because you might crack. Oh yeah. When did you get that?
School.
Okay, but when?
What?
When did you get it?
Yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Why isn't H a vowel?
I don't know. It's just not.
But you say it with your mouth open, isn't it?
What defines a vowel?
Because if you say it with your mouth open, then it's a vowel.
H. Do you?
Yeah, see?
Huh. H is a bit of a funny character, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Same as Y, because if there's no vowel in a word, but there's a Y in it, then Y is usually the vowel. Funny only has one vowel. I am done. I'm just gonna colour on the front of my book. Where's Ben gone?
No idea. I think he's inside with Ma.
Why did he lose interest?
I don't know. You know what he's like. Attention span's a little bit lacking at the best of times. He's busy, you know. Alright. Thanks for company.
What's your favourite out of going in the shed, mowing the lawn, or guitaring?
Going in the shed. Bit of everything, you know. I don't have a favourite.
Or running.
Yeah, running all along keeps busy, that's for sure.
Or helping you my videos.
Yeah, I love helping you with your videos too. That's cool. When are we going to do the next one?
What?
When are we going to do the next one?
I don't know.
And which one's it going to be?
Don't start that one.
Yeah, still want to do that one? This thread's a bit munged up on this adjuster, but halfway down they just get dirty, so it makes it a bit tricky to turn it. Yeah, I'll come back to that. Let's see. Look at this.
What are those stone things in it?
Spider eggs.
Are you sure?
Positive.
And some of the spiders still in there?
Probably. Actually, probably not. Probably all hatched out. All right, we're an hour and a half in, still going. Let's see
What type of spider
if we can get this sprocket off. Probably read that.
Mm.
12. Actually, let's go a ½ inch. This guy. That might work. So 1/16, ½ inch on the inside here. That ½ inch is too big. Let's go to 12.
Let me know when you need my help again.
Are you ready to help me?
Yeah.
If you like, you could sort out all my spanners for me.
Okay, I like salt.
See all those ones down there? They might be a bit greasy, so just try not to touch your clothes with them.
What do you mean by salt?
See the ones with the rings on the end have a size on them. It says 14 mowers or 12 mowers. Alright, so that's our operating bracket. Look at this filth in here. What is that?
I don't know.
Gross. You alright? Keep that clutch bracket.
2 millimeters.
That's our operating bolt.
In order of length.
We've got large sprocket. It's got a bearing,
16.
inner bushing with a little split, roll pin inside.
17.
And I think we can take off this bracket next. This is where having the Imperial socket separate comes in handy because it's just everything kind of fits nicely.
Done.
Thanks. Good job. Soonish. Probably soon. Are you waiting for me? There's our clutch bracket. So on the twin rail machines, you don't have one of these. You have it's sort of welded to the back rail. So instead of being on the side of the machine, it kind of pops up on the side rail. Let's see. This bracket. It's around now, so you can see what I'm doing back here. That's our clutch bracket. The drive corks, well that is the drive cork actually. Pretty old and nasty. And it's mounted on a shaft. There's another bearing inside. And there's another little sprocket at the back here with a chain. So that will come apart. Okay. Let's see how we're going. Any comments from anyone? Video is lagging, Keith, is it? Let me know if that improves, if you don't mind. Or is it me that's lagging? Could be me. Let's see. Pull this bottom sprocket. Do the juicy bits and then I realise it's getting on a little bit, so some of you might want to get on with your day, so I don't want to hold you up forever. Now, like I said earlier, if you weren't here for the beginning, I didn't crack this bottom nut when the chains were on. Probably should have or could have, but anyway, if you haven't, there is a hole in the rear roller that you can jam a big long steel shaft in, just like that, and that will basically lock up against the side of the machine there and allow you to get that big bolt undone. Otherwise, you're basically trying to turn the sprocket and it's trying to drive the rear roller forwards on you, which is a pain in the neck. There we go, and no damage done to the side of the machine.
Daddy, how much longer is this going to be?
No, not too much longer.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm hungry.
Well, why don't you go get a snack?
Like what?
Like whatever you would like.
Okay, but I'll come back and show you.
No worries. God, they're always hungry, tell you what. Anyway, I just got that bolt off the shaft and it's stuck inside of my doodah here.
Daddy?
Yeah. They're the same ones that you saw before back there.
The egg
Yeah. Right here.
coming out?
No, there's no spiders coming out. They're all dried out.
Oh.
Well, that's annoying, but anyway, we'll deal with that later. Just got my that nut stuck in there. This socket's probably a little bit, I don't know, it's 13/16, it's probably a 3/4 nut on there, so it's probably just the wrong size. Anyway, moving on. Where's my gear puller?
Mommy said we can't have a snack until past 10 o'clock.
Okay, well, what time is it now?
It's 9:40.
Okay.
It's actually 2 minutes until
2 minutes until 10 o'clock.
No, 2 minutes until 9:40. I mean 1 minute until 9:40.
You can make it. Alright, I might need to adjust the gear puller for this one, but anyway, let's give it a go. Some of these don't really need to move all that much to start. Trying to get the tip of that puller centered. There's no divot on the inside of that shaft. I'm just trying to get it centered on there so I don't mangle the threads. It's coming. Slow down, yeah, it's coming. Run out of thread on our. There you go, Taylor. So these gear pullers are adjustable. They've got a few extra holes, so you can basically gain some extra length or shorten them up as you need to. So I'm just going to go for the next hole in.
You and Anna both whinging about being a stopper.
You guys are always whinging about being stuck.
I'm so hungry.
And go get a carrot.
But she can't say I can't. She keeps saying I can't eat anything until 10 o'clock.
You did have a very big breakfast.
No, I did not.
Did you?
I had a very tiny breakfast. I'm going to put my jumper back on.
Alright, so those legs have been repositioned. I just need to wind that screw back out a bit. Just turn that by hand. And we're done. That's our smaller sprocket, medium sprocket, I don't know, intermediate clutch sprocket, whatever you want to call it. And there is a woodruff key on the bottom of that as well. I'm just going to give that woodruff key a gentle tap. And then attempt to move it. I think it's the name of a man. Sorry, I think it's a better one. It's always fun when the kids are whinging and these things get stuck. Drives me nuts, tell you what. So that woodruff key needs to come out of there before we can get the bearing off. We can take the sides of the machine off, so that's not a problem in the case of the solids and the twins it would be. Yeah, we'll have to deal with that woodruff key one way or another. The last one I had got really massively stuck in there, so I'm going to be very careful with it today. Yes, my love?
It says here that there's 2 more. There's an 8 one and there's a 22 one, but where are they?
22 is here. 8 is there. You can pop them back in there if you want to. In order.
Okay.
Got it? Alright, what do we got? There's the 12 as well. chain tensioner off of here next.
There's another one that I must have missed.
Where could it be then? I don't know. I'm using one, that's the half inch there. That's not part of that set.
Probably a 14, 12,
There are a few that get skipped. The set's not complete.
why?
I don't know. Good question, huh?
It says there's 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Alright, that's the old school chain tensioner. And in particular the, take that off actually, that's the little chain cover mount.
19. That's the one we're missing.
And the chain tensioner's got some of this like red rubber material on it, this one, so it's worn right through. It should have been rotated. Every once in a while, whoopsie.
Do you have a 19 one?
What does it say? I've got a 19.
Oh, there it is, probably.
Yes.
Thanks. Sorry about
Alright, that's alright. We're an hour and 45 in. Let's do our
What went to
height
here?
adjuster next. It's just for space.
For little didgeridoos and stuff.
Yeah. This height adjust knob's full of rubbish. Black grass clippings and all sorts.
I'm going to sneak into the kitchen and get a carrot.
Righto. Ah, thank goodness peace and quiet finally for a minute. I love my kids, but oh my god. They drive me up the wall sometimes. There we go. Now this height adjuster knob's not playing with me today. It's kind of stuck on that shaft for some reason. And it's still turning at least, so that's good. It's possible the threads are just dirty from when you get grass clippings and dirt and stuff down there. So. Chuck a bit of that stuff up there. Down there. Let's see what happens. Hey Charlotte, would you mind closing that sliding door so we don't have to listen to him whinging? Thanks. See what I mean about the volume of crap in here? Thanks. Appreciate it. This knob is one of the original brass knobs. I think I'd like to reuse it because it looks to be, despite being covered in this horrible green paint, it looks like it's in pretty good shape. Anyway, keep working on that. I don't want to damage the threads on anything. Let that lubrication work its way through. Oh, let's see. Let's get the Soleplate out next, I reckon.
Anything else I can do, like put the spider thingies in the compost?
You can if you want to. You want to touch
Yeah,
it?
I'll have to do it with my hands.
Finish it now first.
Okay.
Soleplate's got 3 bolts on each side. And nuts on the inside. Hex head on the inside. Let's see. They're all 1/2 inch at least. Did Mummy give him any food yet?
No, but she's got some very good hummus. She's making the hummus. Whereas when she's finished it.
He's pretty upset, isn't he? What happens when you wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, huh?
Oh yeah.
Can be bothered going down there when you guys are hurting yourselves.
And to bring the kite as well.
Yeah, and a windy day, the wind's just picked up
And
again.
the
So.
soccer ball and the football and the basketball.
Yeah. Actually, sorry, there's only the two nuts on the Soleplate, and the rear roller is going to be tricky getting to the inside of that one.
Do you spell real roller? R-E-A-R-R-O-L-L-E-R?
R-E-A-R, is that what you said?
Yeah.
R-O-L-L-E-R. Alright. My back's giving away. The other thing we can't get off is this guy because there's a couple little nuts that hold the 3 bolts in place, so we need to get that rear roller off. Maybe the handlebars are the next to go.
Is that the real roller here?
Yeah. Sure is. Is that the rear? The position of these handlebars is adjustable. There's a slot. There's 4 bolts holding them in place, and they're sort of they're square, but one of them's elongated, so the bars can sort of adjust based on your height, I guess, and also the motor. Looks like someone has tapped these 2 back holes with some sort of funny thread. I'll have to figure out what that is, I guess. Not the end of the world. It's just my OCD likes to matchy match. Right, loose, left. The old back's not what it used to be.
Daddy,
Yeah.
I want to speak and say something with my face towards your phone.
Okay, you can. Just
That
don't.
you can whisper it to me and then I say it.
Okay, so you want me to feed you a line, do you?
Yeah.
Okay. So what did it say? We're just undoing the 4 bolts for the handlebar.
Now? Wait, what was it?
We're undoing the 4 bolts for the handlebars.
Well, I'm doing the 4 bolts for the handlebars.
Brilliant. All right.
I want to do the next one as well.
Okay. So you can say that's one of the chain cover mounts.
That's one of the chain cover mounts.
Yeah, no one wants to hear you talking with your mouth full of food though. So. I'm sure their own kids do that. You know? Bars.
Can I do the next one as well?
Yeah.
How much more to do of the whole video?
I don't know. Depends how quickly we can move through the rest of it.
How long is the longest one of the videos?
I don't know, this is the longest one I've ever done, I reckon. Alrighty. So we got that woodruff key on that shaft. What did I just take off? I took off what we can do now, actually. I can get to those back bolts for the Soleplate now. By tilting that up, I'm going to get rid of this front roller, I think, now maybe.
Can I do the next bit?
If I can. Actually, I need to spread the frame a little bit. Yeah, you say, I need to spread the frame so I can get this rear roller out, so I need to get rid of the Soleplate first here.
I need to spread the frame so we can get this out and then we can get the rear roller out.
That's great. You can come around over here. She needs it. Come over here next to me. This is going to flop forward like that. Can you hold it for me? Hold it up here by this pin. With your hands, you need to grab it. Now push it. Hold it. Hold it, like from falling. Never mind. Come sit. Come around this side maybe if you want.
Can I go put this in the pot?
Yeah, go on. got food in your mouth still?
No.
Good. It's a bonus. Just stop moving for me. I'm trying to. Well, you're not holding. You didn't hold it for me. So we're just getting the last of the bolts, last of the nuts off the Soleplate.
We're just getting the last of the nuts of the Soleplate.
Brilliant. Round over here. See that? Yeah, stop there. See this bolt here? Stick that on there like that, and just hold it for me. Right, turn it. Now pull it back towards you. Keep going. Do it faster. Yeah, there you go. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going, faster. Don't worry, that thing's not dirty. So, done. Watch your fingers. Oh, you're filthy.
Yeah, I'm going to wash it.
Alright. Anyway, that's that's our Soleplate out. And the bottom blade. So we might take that down to Shane and he might show us how to get these bottom blade bolts out with some heat next week, if we're lucky. Alright, with the Soleplate out, we can probably loosen off the top frame a little bit, and then that front roller should come out as well. And that just leaves the rear roller hanging. Alrighty. There's the two nuts on either end of this front roller on the front cradle shaft.
As good as nothing.
Well done.
It's done.
Nice.
Let's have the next line.
Yep. What should it be?
I don't know because I don't know any of the parts.
So that you can say, let's spread the frame, and we'll pull out this front roller. Go.
Let's spread the frame and we'll pull out this front roller.
Just like that.
Just like that.
So front roller, the cradle, axle on the inside. That's one of these heavier style 14-inch front rollers.
I wish I had a script. I'm not very good at this.
Your brother's having a proper tanty this one. The next line is we're going to take the sides off.
We're going to take the sides off. That thing's very dirty.
It's filthy, isn't it?
Why don't you ever wash it?
Oh, I just bought it. This is how it came.
How much lawnmowers do you have? Well, did you have like all together?
Oh, I don't know. Oopsie.
There's more spider eggs.
I'm sure there's lots. Yeah. That was a bit unnecessary. That's our deck. Solid top, yeah. And then we've got the 3 bolts holding, I should have probably loosened those off sooner actually. 3 bolts holding the bearing housings on for this rear roller. And the clamp. So I think we might stop there for today. We've hit the 2-hour mark with children. And my back's going to give way, so I think that's a good point to stop. Alright, shall we say goodbye?
Bye bye.
Bye. Thanks for watching, everybody. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'm spent. We'll post a recap of this one on the channel if you want to rewatch any of it. Technology providing. And yeah, as always, if you have any questions, you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram, etc., etc. And we'll finish this up maybe with a few photos or shorter videos on the channel. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you can, and we will see you next time.
Next video.
Yeah. What's beeping?
Probably that thing.
Probably is too. Well, it's a good place to stop then. Catch you later.